All right, let me talk a little bit about some of the boat control we're using to catch these fish out here on Lake Oahe. Now, the first thing you need to realize is that these fish will typically set up on sharp breaks, especially where those sharp breaks come in close to shore, the old channels and things. That's a good place to set up and fish. Part of the problem, though, is that those sharp breaks make it very hard to troll. The reason for that is that you're going to set your baits for the particular depth you're going to fish. I would suggest graphing around a little, look for a lot of marks. In our case, we're fishing 30 feet of water. So I've got my bait set up for the boat to be in 30 feet and the baits to be just above the bottom. Now the problem is if you get out a little deep, they're going to be too high off the bottom. If you get in shallow, you're going to be pounding the bottom. So it's real important to maintain as precisely as you can that 30-foot depth or whatever depth you pick. So what we found is you pretty much got to dedicate one person to sit here at the steering wheel and run the front trolling motor. That move up in front is what I use to propel the boat. Typically, I don't even need the kicker because the wind's blowing hard enough to push me the right speed. Now, the second thing you've got to do, besides maintaining that precise depth, is maintain a good speed. That's real easy with that move trolling motor because I can actually use the cruise control on it and set it to whatever speed I want. We're finding about 1.8 is the right speed for us out here. Gives the bait the right action and gets the, lets the tadpoles get the baits down to the right depth. So that's real important. The other thing that you got to realize is that when you're fishing out here, especially in a bigger wind like this, is that wind is going to want to push you maybe harder than you want, and it's going to do something called crab walk your boat. It'll actually make the back end swing out around, and so you'll be moving down that break kind of sideways. Makes it very difficult to control where you are and to run 6 lines like we are. So what I did to solve that is I actually put down my power pole power paddle, and that acts as a little bit of a brake back there. It maintains, kind of keeps the boat going straight behind me so that as I'm pulling, I'm just pulling straight through the water like I should be. So maintaining that right depth, super, super important. Maintaining the right speed, super important, because those two things keeps your bait in the zone to catch really big walleyes.